I don't even know the last time where I, sat in front of a camera. Honestly, it's been quite a while, but it's good to be back. Yeah, right now I'm in South Africa on a little trip with my family. Just to get, outside a little bit, get some new perspectives on everything. Take a step back, and yeah, I think it's gonna be really cool. Of course, we're still trying to get some work in here and there. It's I feel like that is never stopping now. But yeah, no, it's great to always also see some new things, and I've actually never been here, so it is very cool and very interesting to say the least. But yeah, right now we are on our way into the wilderness, to go essentially off grid for a couple of days into the nature. And yeah, I think it's going to be great. And I wanted to take that opportunity to reconnect with you guys and to essentially talk about why I haven't really been posting for the last 5 months, the reasoning behind that, and also why I'm going to do the opposite now and start kind of like reviving the personal brand and like the documentation series. I would say stay tuned for that. I'm gonna take you guys along. I think, I will underlay that with some beautiful videos and imagery that we are gonna see in the next couple of days. I'm really excited for that. Again, never seen anything like this in my life as well. So it should be really exciting for all of us. But yeah, I'm gonna take you guys along, give some more insights on what's going on. Because a lot happened over the last couple of months. I can say that much. But yeah, I'm excited to share that with you, and stay tuned. I'm just gonna get a little bit of work in now, since we are currently still on the grid. So yeah.
Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through, just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind.
All right, so good morning, everyone. Yeah, it's a new day, and today we are, as mentioned previously, we are driving into the wilderness, into the national park, and yeah, going off grid, and just started the day right with our product N1 Vitality. And I gotta say, I'm such a fan. Like, I don't want to like glaze myself or glaze us too much, but I think really what we developed is such an amazing product, because honestly, like now, for like my situation, to have everything that I usually take like in a sachet, and I can just take that with me and leave like all of the pills, everything at home, is just so comfortable. Like in my bag I just have, let me show you. So I just have all of these sachets, every morning I can just take one out and then just consume it right away. And I think that is just so comfortable, like that is literally all the space that it takes up. So yeah, that is really cool. But now we want to get actually started with the day, get on our way to, it's quite a drive. It's like 3 hours, since it is quite a bit away from here. I mean, we are already feel like in the middle of nowhere, but yeah, should be a lot more remote now. So yeah, I'm very excited, and let's see.
I told you that story.
story to tell you this one. Now, this goes out to my G. Love sick like a dog.
All right, friends. So yeah, we just arrived at our first destination in the middle of nowhere in our first bush camp. Yeah, it's a private national park here, and yeah, my first time ever doing something like this or being in a location like this. And so far, it has already been absolutely beautiful. Like, I mean, we are so far away from like any civilization, really. And yeah, also, as mentioned before, like this is really off the grid. Like as you can see, absolutely no service. So yeah, you know, it's really gonna be about resetting and just enjoying the moment here, enjoying the time, you know, connecting with nature, if you might put it that way. And yeah, you know, just reflect on the last couple of weeks and months. And I'm gonna take you guys along. You know, I think it's a perfect opportunity to document a little bit more and to tell you guys about the last couple of months, because overall they were definitely very stressful, but as good as well as bad. So, you know, it usually comes with both sides. But yeah, I'm excited to, you know, give you guys some more input on also like on why I haven't really been posting and why I am also decided to post some more again. And yeah, just take you guys along the journey with, I think, some beautiful shots of nature. We are gonna go on a first game drive right now. Never been, so really excited. And there will be a couple more in the next days. So I think I will just do like a little highlight tape or compilation. I don't want to bore you guys with like too many shots of like giraffes and rhinos and like the whole animal sphere here, but yeah, I think the next days are going to be really cool. Definitely unusual to my usual day to day, but yeah, I think it's going to be great. I'm going to take you guys along and we will see together how it is. But now let's go to our first game drive and see how that is. All right, guys. So we just woke up. It is really early in the morning. It is currently 5:30 ish. Yeah. This is where I slept today. In a mosquito net. Like overall, you could hear the animals pretty much all night. Yeah, like that. I don't know if you can hear that, but I mean, we are sleeping like right in the wilderness, so it's definitely a very interesting experience. Also, like you can only leave the room with you know, one of the rangers, because like all of the rooms are kind of like separated. So yeah, we're gonna go on our second game drive today for the sunrise. Yesterday was already really beautiful, gotta say, and I mean we saw rhinos and lions. So yeah, I think awesome start for safari. And today I think it's gonna be just as good. So I'm really excited what today is gonna bring. And yeah, you know, gonna take you guys along and then see what this has in store for us. So yeah, let's go.
The male, the female light like a pale.
So I think we have a beautiful scenery, and I think this is kind of perfect to talk a little bit about why I haven't really been posting, and like the reasoning behind it. I actually took some notes on that because the reason behind it, or like the biggest reason behind it, is actually that I really just wanted to focus on like the work itself. I kind of had a little bit of a imposter syndrome where I felt like I was focusing more on the documentation of things and not really on the execution of things. And I think, of course, to share insights, to document something interesting, I feel like you first have to do the work, and then you can show the work and talk about the work. And I felt like I was kind of having it the wrong way around, where I was documenting more and trying to show more interesting things instead of just doing the stuff that is ultimately required, if you know what I mean. And that just wasn't really like aligning with the values that I set for myself when starting this journey of documenting my way to success or to reaching my goals. And I think the highest leverage, or like the thing that I can really show, is just like me on the journey and the things that actually take me to the next steps. Because I watch a lot of like other personal brands as well, and like you have some guys that are showing absolutely amazing insights, and I think are super super valuable in terms of like their style of documentation. But I feel like there aren't really a lot of people that are showing the work from the ground up, like they have already reached some level of success and are documenting their stage now, also giving some advice on how they got there. But what I hope is that in like 2 or 3 years, I can, look back and I have all of this already documented, like really from the start, and to give people something that they can resonate with. Because I believe a lot of other people might be in the same position that I am in right now and strive to be better and strive to reach more. And like the videos are supposed to be exactly for those kind of people in the end. So yeah, that is what I want to focus on more, to really go back to why I started all of this, and to also stay true to myself on this journey, and that is exactly what I want to kind of do going forward. Yeah.
This is a mean old world to live in, all by yourself. This is
So,
a mean old world.
like now we are really off grid. I think it doesn't really get any more off grid than this. So as far as I know, I think I'm now 3 kilometers away from like any bush camp, right in the middle of nowhere, in a treehouse, which is, in my opinion, super cool. I'm really, really grateful that I'm able to experience this. Got my Anvone, like you can literally take this anywhere with you, yeah. And, when we started this journey, like this vacation, and I heard that we were gonna be going off grid, I was actually like a little bit, I wouldn't say like annoyed, but I was worrying, because I feel like now at the stage that I'm in currently, I haven't reached the success yet that I want to reach, and I'm definitely very far away from the goals that I set myself. So I know this sounds like weird, but I think a lot of people can relate to this. Is that like every time I'm not spending with the things that I believe will get me closer to these goals, it just feels so like kind of like a waste of time. And I think this sounds super harsh, because there are so many things that are not a waste of time, and are actually like really like a good investment for your time. Now like I'm being forced for like 3 days to like kind of shut down and really just be in the present moment. And I gotta say, like it's genuinely nice. Like in the beginning, I thought a lot about what is going on at Anbone, you know, and what are like the next steps and what are the things that I have to do once I get Wi-Fi back and everything else. But now, just to be here and to be just like present and to really take this all in, and especially now, like I don't know if you can hear it, but like it's just nothing. Like you hear like the like a little bit of the wind in the leaves and then some animal sounds like going around, I don't know, like a frog behind me, but it's so peaceful. Like this is amazing, not gonna lie. Like this is so cool. Like Cape Town, for example, was really impressive and also really cool, but this is for me on another level personally. Like this is amazing, honestly. So yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say is, on one side, I think it's super good to be goal oriented and goal focused and just obsessed with what you're doing, because I think that is ultimately what it needs to possibly reach the goals that you set yourself. But I think on the other side, it's also important not to forget life, you know, that is happening around you, because those things, you know, some of them might not come back, and I think that is something important to keep in mind, you know, because at the end, you know, we are all probably gonna do this only once, so I think it's important to use the time wisely, and I think time can be spent well on chasing goals, but I think also it's really beneficial to sometimes just take a step back and also like get an outside view and not be like so inside of your box all the time. Because for me, I've been really using the time to like think a lot about the things that I want to do next, for example, and I feel like due to due to like the distance that I gained a little bit, I could kind of look at it with a fresh and new perspective, which I think was really helpful for me as well. So yeah, I mean, and now I'm just gonna enjoy these like 2 hours that I have and just take it all in as much as I can. Yeah. But I'm really happy that I can also share this with you. I think this is amazing. We have now arrived at our last destination for our South Africa trip, and I gotta say, I think it's a great place to, you know, end it off. Again, really just in the nature, in the wilderness, and just overall absolutely beautiful. And yeah, to essentially close this video off, I wanted to kind of say like what you can expect or how I will handle this documentation style in the future, because I have thought about it a lot and I think I've already mentioned it in some of my past videos, but for me, again, I would just want to have like the most realistic portrayal of what I'm doing, and what actually brings me further along as possible. You know, that is the whole goal with this, to essentially really create something that is true and authentic. And again, I felt like in the past I haven't really been living up to that due to the fact that I felt like I was fabricating videos a little bit to, you know, make them look cooler, and that is something that I don't want to do, because I feel like that is not really the point of documenting an authentic journey. So instead, what I really want to focus on, again, I think, and what I also believe would be the most interesting to document for myself as well as for you, and that is just kind of like to see like my personal growth and my personal journey when it comes to business, and also like kind of like the key decisions that we make, you know, because I feel like for a lot of things there are a lot of different ways on how to approach them, how to handle them, and I think what's ultimately interesting in the end is how, you know, we might do it or how I might do it, and like the thought process behind it, and then if it succeeds or if it fails. And if it succeeds, great, and if it fails, like, all right, what is the learning from that? What am I gonna do different in the future? And I hope also to kind of have a discussion with you guys, you know, like feel free to share your opinions on this. Like, I don't want to display myself as an expert in any sense, you know, that is not what this is about. This is kind of like as a grow together kind of journey, you know. So yeah, I just wanted to clarify that because again, I don't want to portray myself as anyone that I'm not. So yeah, and I want to keep this true to myself, you know. And yeah, that is what I'm gonna be doing in the future. Holy shit, it is hot. Not gonna lie, like in the sun, man. But yeah, I think upload wise, I'll try to do like 2 videos a month. I don't know if that's gonna happen, not gonna lie. I just wanna like actually have some interesting stuff to put into the videos in terms of information as well as visually, because I just like it when it looks good. So yeah, that is kind of the cadence that I will do with this. Be ready to expect some more interesting and cool videos in the future. Yeah, I'm sure that I will be able to share some really cool stuff in the future because we have a lot of things planned for this year and also the next year. So yeah, I'm just gonna take you guys along the ride and then we will see where it leads us. I mean, always upwards, yeah. So yeah, that is gonna be it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, let me know any like feedback, questions in the comments, and we will see each other in the next one. And until then, thanks for watching.